someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. To throw right away, here's Milrow. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play for Seattle. Pickup of 46 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Again, working deep downfield. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. When you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this. And his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. At their own 29-yard line.
Get it! 19, count to 60, count to 60.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Has an opening. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And they finally track him down, but not until he gets to the 3-yard line. A huge run from Pacheco. 67 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Bronco 80.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Go, Reed, go. Ready, right?
They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. He's to the 35. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 96 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
The kick is good.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
At their own 19-yard line.
Hold it ready. 18, Rattler. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
First and 10.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The RPO, this one to McLaurin. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5.
49-yard line.
To the air again is Daniel. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 79 Broncos. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's hard. And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Washington. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. The Commanders are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Cut my team. Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Rush to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is a Dafe Owe getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on, come on.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Now Milrow facing 3rd and long. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
That's 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll bring this up to the 22. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Second down and 8.
19 tight. Nothing.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Go get him. Now Daniels. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Byron Murphy. He gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8.
Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Let's go now. Cougar 9. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
On second down, it's Daniel. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Throw, left side, not by Andrews. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
65
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Buffalo 80. Let go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He called his own number, and it worked. 16 on the gain and a first down. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Washington Commanders
Panther 60. Panther 60.
first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be third down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Viking 18.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8.
On the play. It's now fourth down
Viking 18.
That's taken in. A dive, and he's in. Christian Watson, touchdown Washington. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. That one off the crossbar, and it caroms in. Fortunate break there, as somehow he gets it through for the extra point. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. They'll bring up second down.
2 yards on the pick.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. That one intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
Come on, set. 70, Timber Wolf.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Alert! Alert!
Here's Pacheco. And he will score! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
On the double. Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milrow. That is brought in. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. A big play to kick off this drive. 62 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sidelines. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Check. 19. Check. 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 Check.
On the ground to start the drive. Here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this.
Hold it ready.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Hey, Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. It is 3rd and long.
Hey, Dragon 60. Panther 60. Panther.
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniel. A big pass continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this drive gets him a 1st down.
19. 18. 5 in. Hop 70. Hop.
On play action, Daniels. Punt to his right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Viking 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warrior 70. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Throwing is Daniel. Now pass deep from the floor. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Now this looks like a design run. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger. 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Throwing now. Daniel. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. This is caught 2 to the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Washington. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Commanders go up by 7. 28-21.
Seahawks 21.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Milrow. On the run to the right. He's going to keep it himself. And out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Throwing is Milrow. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. Milroe. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25, so at about the 28-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll go play action with Milroe. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. To the air, it's Milroe. He's going to air this one out. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team as he's on to punt for the second time. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10.
Back. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Milroe. Pushed out to his left. Taking off. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Come on, come on.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Play action, it's Milroe. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
His kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 30. Commanders 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, here we go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Derek Hall in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Regular play action now with Milrow. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Seattle. Here's Milrow to throw. Moving to his right. That is caught side of the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go. Set.
The RPO, this one to McLaurin. He's on his way. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Ruby able to add the extra point. Commanders will cut it to a 2-point lead. Maybe a little early for this here in the 3rd quarter. They want to get it back now, so here comes an onside kick.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Throwing now, Milrow on 1st down. Down inside the 10. And he's in! Danny Gray. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Commanders 35. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. Whoa! And he will get cut down short shy of the 20-yard line.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have a clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. That's fielded at the 7. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Set. Hey.
On 1st down, it's Milrow. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
We spend a lot of time recognizing and praising the performance of a lot of these skill players, and rightfully so. But, Mike, the blocking and the performance of the big guys up front, that is the reason this offense continues to operate at such a high level. He has all the time in the world to stand there in the pocket and continue to find open targets downfield in the passing game.
That is caught. What a throw. Danny Gray. Touchdown Seahawks. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Fight. 97. Black 40.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Stop.
The 28-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Red 38. Drill green. Hut.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Milroe now off the bootleg. That is pulled in at the 5. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, really with I should probably sound a head boy because I got all the heads.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Yes, sir.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Corey Krosky-Merritt. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
19 Lions. Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Bronco 80. Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards. Now Milroe on 1st down. That's hauled in at the 2. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
1-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Alert. 18 Cardinal. 8. Ready.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Cowboy 80. Ready. Cowboy 18.
Milroe on 3rd down. Forced out wide. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. This is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. You are hoping your running back can do something to give you space. And, Greg, they got the absolute opposite. Instead, it is a safety.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. That's all they're trying to do is give themselves some breathing room and get their quarterback out of the end zone on this next snap. But instead, the defense is all over it. They get in the backfield for the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Reload!
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go! Cowboy 80!
Once again, it's Walker. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. 3rd down and 9. On the zone read, this is Milrow. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Out of the gun, it's Milrow. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's caught. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it 1st and goal inside the 5. From the gun, it's Milrow. Escaping to his left. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Milrow. Touchdown, Seahawks. Meyer. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, go!
Daniels now going to look to throw. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel.
Panther 11!
That's good.
7, let's go now!
Commanders, 1st down.
Daniels now on 1st down. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw.
And he's in! Mark Andrews! Touchdown, Commanders! He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. And he pulled this wide to the right. It's no good. That is a tough miss. So close, but no extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. He's to midfield.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Drop 50, drop 50, 60. Get up. Ready.
On 1st down, Daniel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Dragon 60.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Now pass deep for McLaurin. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues.
Panther 6. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobs. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Rolling to the left. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
19. Warriors 70.
Now it's Milrow. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action, it's Milrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. On 3rd down, Milrow. Rolling right. And that is incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Throwing is Milrow. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
To the air, it's Milrow. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Now Milrow. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Now will work his way out right. And that is caught. Unworking throw. They got it. Scotty Miller. Touchdown, Seattle. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Get up. 60 bicep, Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. 19, tight. 19, 18, Rattler. 18.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Off he goes. And he'll get forward. Give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Third and 6.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60.
They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And he's couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds. No gain. And it sets up 4th down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19, Mustang 19.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trap 60, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Brings up 2nd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcats, go.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Let's go now. Panther and Puck. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to look downfield once again. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Buffalo Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll let one go down the middle. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. On play action, Milroe. He'll try to run for it. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
That's good.
They'll go play action with Milroe. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Deputy! Cougar 19! Go!
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it.